is Kenichi Ohme. I am originally born in Paris, raised in Miami, French-Cuban, and yeah, make music here. This is what I do. My first major influence was Jean-Michel Jarre, a French electronic composer, and he's actually considered to be a revolutionary in the field. He's been doing it since like the 70s. After that, it would be electronic music. I learned about trance music when I was in like 7th grade and flipped my mind. Then I got into drum and bass, people like DJ Craze, Dara, AK200. More recently I learned about Clute, which is a producer from the UK, one of my favorite drum and bass producers. Also Tipper, amazing, amazing. Every single thing I've heard of Tipper is fucking beyond. I started out with a copy of SoundForge that my friend installed on my computer, and a bunch of samples from a CD I got out of a magazine from Barnes and Nobles. And for a while, I was just literally copy-pasting sound bites from here and there, and putting them all together, and I guess a canvas of silence. And eventually, it started taking form, but it was very very experimental at first, and I tried to make genre music, but I failed until recently when I actually learned how to do it. Like, I would say the first 5 years I was producing, it was more experimental. And recently I got back into the experimental. Now that I actually know what I'm doing, I know where I want the sounds to come from and go, I can more or less control the experimentation with more knowledge. So I really enjoy just having fun and making whatever sounds I want. I like original, obviously. I like things that just sound like they came out of the synth. You just fucking, and there's your sound, and then you manipulate it to make it sound nice, but it's not so, exaggerated. There's always going to be good and bad stuff in any field of art, and that's the beauty of art. Is that it's up to the observer, the listener, the whoever's buying the record. It's up to them to decide if they like it or not. So the more of it's coming out, the more choices the audience has. So it's either good or bad. It's up to whoever's listening. When I practice my live performance, I know the song or the general direction I want to take it in, but I also allow room or space for improvisation. I think sampling is a very delicate art. I haven't gotten into it yet because I feel that if you're gonna do it right, you really have to know the origin of the source of the sample you're taking from in order to do that sample justice. Or if you're gonna redo an entire song out of just one sample or a series of samples, give credit where credit is due. Don't call it yours if you're just resampling somebody else's work and taking credit for that. I have a very good relationship with my creative flow, so it's really rare for me to end up in a creative slump. I go with the feeling. If I feel like working, I work. If not, no big deal. I don't feel that I have to create a certain amount of things in a certain amount of time to feel good about myself. If I wake up one day and I don't feel like making music, I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like doing. And there's no stress in that sense. I think that's one of the really cool freedoms and liberating aspects of being a producer or creating your own music, being an artist of any kind.